you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to offer 3 amendments, 11, 13, and 15, en bloc, and wish to withdraw them, if I may speak to them, so that I would ask for permission to work with you and Ranking Member as we move forward to the floor.
Pleased to have you do that.
Thank you very much, sir. I have the amendment at 15 that allows states to permit electric vehicle charging stations, natural gas vehicle fueling stations, and anti-idling facilities for trucks and buses and rest areas along interstate. The current law prohibits these stations at public rest stops, but in order for us to have air quality improvements, etc., we need to allow states to install EV charging stations on rest stops. So that's the amendment. I ask support on that one. Amendment that I have also, I believe it is 13. Joe, what number is this? It is amendment would allow energy-efficient cars to ride in HOV lanes in heavily congested areas by lowering federal traffic speed standards in HOV lanes. It happens in California that the federal law requires the carpool lanes have an average speed of about 45 miles per hour, 90% of the time over an 180-day period. Unfortunately, it's a little stringent for California's highways have 60% non-compliant because of energy-efficient vehicles, because there's accidents, weather events, unpredictable events. So we're asking in that amendment to change the HOV degradation standard to an average speed above 45, 50% in the HOV lane, and we continue to incentivize fuel-efficient vehicles by allowing them to ride in HOV lanes. The next amendment would be the amendment to overturn a 50-year-old federal law that prohibits local and state governments from having a local hire preference on transit projects. The majority of funding for these projects comes from local and state governments. It used to be 80% federal money. It is now more than 80% local money. And we think that's 50-year-old law. It needs to be amended and changed. It's important to my district, like the county and many other states. They provided a half-cent sales tax to provide $40 billion in transit and highway investments several years ago. This money should be used to create jobs in our community, especially those with high unemployment. The amendment ensures the workers hired have the necessary skills and experience to complete the job. And those are my 3 amendments, Mr. Chair, and I ask that you allow me to withdraw them and work with you and staff.